The night sky over Jerusalem had never been so clear. It was as if time had stepped back, and the veil between the seen and the unseen had thinned to transparency. That night, the silence over the city was not ordinary. It seemed charged, as before a revelation. Every breath seemed to bring the air closer to the sacred, and every heartbeat was like a call. Above the Mount of Olives, a small group of sages, astronomers, and rabbis sat gathered around an old, restored telescope from the British Mandate era. It was no ordinary event. 3 months earlier, one of the Israeli astronomers had discovered an unusual pattern in the movement of 3 important constellations: Virgo, Leo, and a cluster of stars that resembled a hungry dragon. The data did not coordinate with any modern astronomical simulation. Initially, the phenomenon had been overlooked as an error. But when was repeated, the same people understood that it was not a simple game of chance. That night, when everything was aligning, Rabbi Eliam Ben Meir, one of the most respected Torah scholars and a man with a gaze as penetrating as moonlight, leaned into the telescope's lens. His eyes, accustomed to deciphering millennial mysteries, were filled with an emotion he had not felt since his youth. "The word is fulfilled," he whispered. Revelation 12. The woman clothed in the sun. The stars are falling into place. Around him, the other rabbis murmured prayers. No one could remember the last time scripture had been so faithfully reflected in the sky. According to traditional Jewish interpretation, celestial signs were never accidental, especially when they were linked to prophecies thousands of years old. The phenomenon had a strange symbolism. A constellation resembling a woman seemed to be positioned under the intense sunlight, and a line of stars was outlined like a dragon approaching from the east. Moreover, near the constellation of Leo, several stars seemed to form a vague silhouette, almost imperceptible, but certain to the experienced eyes of astronomers, the shape of an eagle with outstretched wings. "The eagle," murmured one of the researchers. "But not just any eagle is in Scripture. It is the Great One." Those words floated through the air like a prophecy reborn.